what I'm doing. I just sat there repeating what he said, basically.
Trying again. Let's see if we're on air now. I don't know. Doesn't look like we are. Oh, we are. I think we are. That's a good start.
Yeah, we are.
Right. Sweet. Sorry, guys, for the technical difficulties. We're up and
No
running
one's
now.
even live yet. We're the only ones live.
It says it's live on mine.
Yeah, we're live, but no one else is.
Oh, right.
Oh, I'm gonna see
Yeah,
if
who
I'm
knows? Well, hopefully they're going to realise we're all up and running now. Da, da, da.
Hang on. Let me see if
Right, yeah, I think we're having some issues on the other end by the looks of it. The other people are struggling to get their streams up. Looks like we're starting to get some ready ups now, so we should be going soon.
I almost just readied up into a car.
Yeah, why not?
I had to smash him out of park, obviously. F1 driver here.
Naturally.
Got no points yet, but because they chose to
Yeah,
track.
well, me neither.
Literally, I got hit off in the first. Wait, yeah, I got hit off in the first one, and then.
I just haven't been here. Which
Rained
I'm
and
sure
grim, so
all our listeners are going to be so happy to have me back because I bring such quality banter to the broadcast, some quality commentating.
My mic ain't echoing anymore. If it is,
It sounds alright on my end, so yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. We've only got a few viewers at the moment, but hopefully everyone's going to jump in.
Normally we're just like doing this live stream for people that are racing already.
Yeah, I know. It seems a bit silly, doesn't it?
Welcome back, fans.
Yeah, all our 6 fans.
That are probably already in the league, racing here today.
Yeah.
Supporting themselves.
Oh, well, here we go. Yeah. Well, if everyone hadn't already gathered, then obviously it's me, Guy. I'm back. And we've got Brad here as well. So you got the best banter in the league on show today.
Mainly because we're both British.
Yeah, obviously. That's the one. We got a question in the stream already. Go on. Who do you think will win the race today? Or how do you think I will do today? I read it wrong. It also says there's no race. It's Big Mike, Michael Poland.
I think he's gonna come last.
Oh, all right. Bit of a rivalry going on there. I mean,
I reckon he's gonna get 10th. From his last performances.
Well, obviously this is the first race that I've attended all season so far. So, oh, I've just seen that. Hey. What the hell happened there?
I have no clue.
His car, obviously it was automatic. Did he brake? Did he not? What? It looked like his car just stopped him before he got out the pit lane, and it disqualified him for blocking. I don't know whether maybe he had taken over control and just stopped on purpose, but it looked as if the computer had stopped him. But well, interesting start. Right, well there we go. There's one driver down already. What is... Okay, well, that's the first glitch of the weekend anyway, so that's not going to be the last, I'm sure.
I think Big Mike, after his last performances, from them, he's looking for a 10th. Wait, is this the most popular?
Score some solid points. What?
Yeah.
What was that?
This might be the most people we've had in a session. As you know, I'm always cheering for Big Jordan Dittmer.
Big Jordan.
Win the race. Actually, well, Brett, Brett sorts out his corner cone issue then. or something.
Yeah, I think. Well, to be honest, I've got a corner cutting issue here as well. Mainly, turn 2 is just horrible. I find it's. I don't know if that's just me, but
Yeah,
I really
it
struggle
depends
with
on
turn 2.
This track is a bit annoying with corner cone.
But well, I'm just following Brett Keenan around at the moment. I don't know if there's anyone in front of him on track actually, but I think he's just started a flyer, I believe. So we'll see how he goes.
I think
Obviously he's the Renault's in front, is he?
Yeah.
So as I say, it's my first race this season, so I think we're both still getting up to grips with the names here. But
yeah, his name's Carl.
so it might be a bit of a pause. Yeah, Kyle. Okay. But anyway, I'm staying with Brett through here. Oh, so Kyle set at 110. So that's the benchmark. Can Brett beat that? We know Brett extra determined to win this weekend. He's been very vocal about that. Racing in honour of his cat today. So how's he done? A 191. So goes to the top. Obviously, only 2 people having completed a lap so far, but.
I think Fabio. Yeah, Fabio's the next.
Yeah, Fabio looks like the one.
I'm not actually not.
Oh, 1-8.
Fabio Fini.
Is it?
But,
Fabio? Did you say Fabio Fanini? He's a tennis player, but.
no, I said Fabio.
I thought you said Fabio Fanini. He's a tennis player. Fabio Lafaccioli. I don't know. But well, good time. 8:4. That's a really strong time for F3.
Bubble Rock is next to lap.
Bubble Rock. Let's have a look. Bubble Rock is Daniel Budwell. Yeah, I knew that. I've seen him before.
Wait, is that your name? Daniel Bubble Rock?
Daniel Budwell, yeah.
You just set another lap. Oh, Carl set another 3.
No, yeah. Kyle improved to an 18.5, so that looks like the kind of benchmark. 18.8 for Daniel there. Big Mike comes in with a 110.4. On the softs, yeah, that's a good point. I forgot to set that up actually.
Wouldn't say that's mine.
All the telemetry there, but yeah, on the soft, interesting. Oh, there's been a huge crash there. There's Big Mike. I just saw that in the background. I don't know what happened. That looked like it was down the straight. Maybe he was took his eyes off the road or something. Unless he's been drinking and driving, but.
I'll see following Ghost, see if he goes past.
Interesting.
You got McGrath coming out of the.
Oh, Jaden 18.3. So it looks like we're looking at an 18. That's at 108. Sorry. So it looks like we're looking for a low 8, maybe dipping into the 7s for a pole time round here. I'd say. Which is that's a really strong time actually for F3 especially. But yeah, I think that's looking like a good pace in the field so far, in my opinion.
They're only like 1 second off my time. But I feel like I'm winning.
Yeah, well, that's what I feel like as well. So let's ride on board with. Let's go with the Red Bull. Jeff. His name is Jeff. That's nice and easy. Well, his name actually isn't Jeff. His name is Liam, but it says his name's Jeff. He's lying.
Don't know when he made that account, but it's very outdated. This week on Sentinel lap.
Maybe he just changed his name.
189. What's Ghost Recon's name?
I'm looking. Oh, Nicholas Adams. Yeah, again, apologies, guys. Not being up to grips with all the names yet. I haven't. Takes
like
me
Diego.
a few weeks.
Yeah, his name is Diego. It's the on his lap.
It does look that way. Just gonna see if we got any. Oh, Renault pretty wide through there. Just gonna see what we got on. Oh, we got a Jaden fan in the chat. Jaden for pole. Geez, that's a lot of people. Yes, it is Cam. I'm guessing that's Cam anyway. TNF on C-bets. A Rogue Ghost. Ghost Nick Adams. Oh yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you for the update.
All the people at the from 14th I can't look at. I don't know if I was just down the pits or not.
Yeah, they're all in the pits by the looks of it. Apart from, so we've got Nick still out on our lap. Ghost Recon in P5 who just comes into the pits. And Brett's come out for a second run. So let's ride with Brett and see. Let's go ride on board. See how he's doing.
I'm gonna get the driver's standings at the moment.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm so out of practice. I
Wait,
haven't
do you
seen
have
those in a
that?
while. Yeah, I do. Shout out to the app.
So at the moment,
It's actually a very good app. It works well. So
yeah, it is. Carl and the Renault is sitting first in the championship, 11 points ahead of Ken, and then Jay and the Shack is look out for them. Jay and the Shack is in P1 at the moment. Ken hasn't set a lap, and Carl is 2 tenths off.
So yeah, well, there's early stages in the season yet so far, obviously, so all to play for, but still.
Leading the constructors.
So I don't think Brett improved. I don't think Brett improved on that lap, so I didn't see. I was looking at the standings. He's on 191 now, P7, but he's going for it again now. Oh yeah, so Matt's gone up to P3 there with a 8.4. So short track here, so you do tend to get the times in qualifying quite close to each other. So yeah, he's about half a tenth down on P2 there, but
Kind of scary how quick these cars are around there.
yeah, that's about. It is. It's pretty, well, yeah, it's pretty impressive when you think this. You're looking, as I say, down in 107s maybe. Oh, so there we go.
Another benchmark.
So we've flown up. So we haven't quite dipped into those 1.7s yet, but a 1.82. We're starting to look for a bit more. Well, we're getting closer anyway. But that way, and Brett a 1.85. So there we go. So McLaren locking out that second row of the grid at the moment. That's a strong lap there. So let's see who's out on a lap at the moment. I'm on board with Kyle, who I think is on a lap currently in the Renault. But
Championship
yeah,
leader.
Championship leader, there you go. Well, Fabio's setting the pace at the moment with a 1.82, so it looks like it's going to be a good lap time to me. 1.7, 1.8. It's a 1.89, so up to P5. Or was he already P5?
Down the straight. He went to the outside instead of the inside. He made the track longer for himself.
There you go. Some technical insight there from Brad.
Looks like Bubble Rock is around him the last corner. We get as smooth an exit as possible.
There we go. So he keeps it nice and narrow. Yeah. You can't get too narrow because you can invalidate if you put some wheels over the other side. 1.87. So yeah, you're right. That could have been the difference there between, well, the 1.89, well, maybe not that much, but you probably gain maybe a tenth, maybe half a tenth from that at least.
Knowledge. Looks like Carl half a tenth up on his lap so far, coming down the straight.
Oh, I thought Ken Doyle was about to cross the line, but he doesn't.
Stay. Go to the inside.
It's weird because I'm surprised he did a lap here because he's been out of ERS, so I don't know. He's actually only gone. He actually almost matched his time there, but he didn't have ERS for practically the whole lap there. So.
He was half a second. He was half a tenth up on his lap going into the last corner, and because he went to the outside,
right.
so like.
Yeah, yeah.
Know, maybe,
but it's quite possible
that. I don't know how much these guys.
Jaden's out on a lap at the moment, I believe. He's looking 18.3 at the moment, so he's under a tenth off that pole time based on that first lap that he set. So, oh, actually, I think he might have bailed out of this. He's come very wide there. Yeah, I think he's on. I think he's blowing up the tyres.
What was that? You know, 14th down to 17th.
Yeah.
Are they actually here?
I'm guessing they are. Oh wait, no, they're not. Yeah, you're right, because it's an online championship. Ah, shame. But yeah, you're right, because it's a online championship. They get put in anyway, so that's a good note for the people to have. The 14th to 17th aren't here, and So what happened to Alex there in P12? Is he serving a? Because he's blacked out. So did he crash or did he retire or maybe does he have a qualifying ban or something? I'm not sure. Not sure, but
for us to find out.
Ah, well.
Yeah, he DNF'd.
Oh, right, okay. There you go. I'm not sure I saw that happen, but
I wasn't even yellow flag, so he might have just done it.
yeah.
On board with Matt setting his lap through sector 2.
Yeah, so I'm on board with Jaden at the moment. Jaden's just coming around the penultimate corner. He's up by about 2/10, yeah.
Stay to the inside.
So that would be enough for pole if he can hold it through here. Looked like he got a solid enough exit. Oh, very tight. And as I say, that's pushing it. You don't want to get too far. You will get invalidated. 18-1. There we go. So time comes down again. Back up to the top. Just under 5 minutes to go.
Quicker as an F1 driver. These guys
oh yeah, I'm the same. I wouldn't. I'm not sure I'd get on the front row in this. But then again, I'm a bit out of practice at the moment, so.
Yeah. I think everyone around Brazil is kind of. It's going to be close. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, it is. It's a short. It's a really short track, so it's harder to make much of a difference time-wise. So that's why that one. Well, that's one over a tenth there. So that's actually a decent gap when you look down the field. I'm sure. Oh.
Oh, this looks quick.
Yeah. Here he goes. Yeah, it does. Goes a little bit right. 185 again. Slightly slower. So again, you're seeing a lot of these times come in within a pretty small range. But,
I think he's going for another one.
Yeah, it looks like he is. If he's got the ERS for it, I think he will. Because ERS might just run out towards the end of the lap. But...
Where's those?
Oh, so big Mike. I've just got. He looked down at his phone and hit the wall. I thought it might have been something like that. We've all done that before.
It looked like he must have just turned into the grass by accident whilst he's not looking. Anyway, Matt went quicker than Brett if he was in already.
I think he was. Yeah. It's hard to keep track. Yeah. But well, yeah, look at how close they are together. There's two McLarens so evenly matched. Yeah, so Brett, I wouldn't be surprised if he bails out of this one. It looked like he was about 2/10 down, so come in and I don't know if he's going to have another set of tyres or not. Actually, this might be his last fresh set. No, he's going to stay out. Thinks he can improve. Nah, not quite.
I think that might be. Oh, is he going for another one?
I'd imagine he's just going to try and get round to the pits in time to get another run in, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Yeah. No, he's actually up through Sector 1 though.
Yeah. I feel like that EOS is lying to us.
Yeah, it does look incredibly low at the moment, so... Well, that will catch up with him in the last sector if it is that low. Oh! Oh, that's interesting. So has Matt crashed somewhere? I'll see it. We'll ride on board with Brett still. We'll see if he goes past at any point.
Looks like Carl's about to finish his lap coming down the straight. He needs to stick closer to that edge.
Oh, Brett's lost it. Two corners to go. Yeah, got her up on the grass on the outside. That is the corner, I think. Where he has. It's a good time for 2:02. So
I told you, he stuck to the inside. He did well.
Yeah, there you go. That's the difference maker. Let's have a look. So Daniel Budwell, I'm riding on board with. He's going to come into the pits, I believe. Yes, he is. Let's see. Anyone on a flyer? Diego? I think Diego might be on a flyer. Oh, got up on the grass. Oh, and there we are. That's that lap done for him. So Ken also on the soft tyre at the moment.
He's retired. He's stopped in the middle of the track.
So Ken is yeah, Ken
one of the quicker ones out of everyone. I think he's looking for that one lap.
Interesting there, but he's on the soft tyre, so different strategy coming from him today. It's a interesting one because generally it's pretty accepted. It's just super soft and medium around here, but Well, at the moment, Big Mike actually is going to be starting. You predicted that he'd finish 10th. You look at the moment, he's starting 10th unless Ken can improve. And obviously, that 11th place might actually be more desirable. You can choose your tyre, fresh set.
Ooh, Diego. Crash.
So here we go. Ken's going to go for it on a flyer. So McLarens are both done. They've both retired from the session now.
Looks like Ken's running a Jamaican helmet.
It does a bit. Maybe he's a Rastafarian or something. That doesn't necessarily mean Jamaican, I know. But let's see if there's anyone further in front of him.
If you did.
I'm not sure.
It said Sector 2 yellow flags, but I'm not sure if he crashed or just retired.
Oh, so Jaden is... Oh no, so Jaden's just going to come across the line. He's going to come across the line just in time to start a flyer. So I think Ken will be the first one to complete his final lap. He's up by about half a second at the moment.
What was my name's Jeff name? Liam.
Yeah, Jeff is Liam.
He went out for a lap.
Oh, there we go. Fabio's improved to an 80, just slightly more to a lower 8-1. So no one into the 7s yet, as I said it might need to get pole, and that is looking almost true. You could get an 18 flat, an 8
Ken's
flat.
lap looks very quick.
Yeah, Ken's lap looks strong on the soft tyre as well.
I reckon he's going to go ahead to like P6 maybe.
6, 7, he's going to put himself up there.
No way.
Oh, so he only goes up to P9. Running out of fuel, gutting for him there. So let's see who we're going to ride on board with now. So this is Nick. Can't improve, just off. Is Kyle? Oh. Oh no, I think he's finished. He's just lost a wheel, he's just ran into the back of a Ferrari, so I think that was the computer. So yeah, Jaden was the last one to cross the line, so this will be the final lap.
I don't think this
Does he have it?
Yeah.
No, he's aborted. So I think that's going to be the final standings.
Yeah. This lobby looked bigger than it was. I thought it was going to be a stat lobby, but some newcomers coming up. Jordan Dittmar. Oh yeah, damn it.
Ah, I wonder if it's a Senna helmet. That's the point. Not a Jamaican helmet. I've just seen from Dan saying the Senna helmet isn't helping him in the chat, so he's got a helmet on, a Senna helmet on. So it could be what they're going for. So I'm not sure what we're waiting for at the moment.
We're waiting for Fabio to go to the pits.
Oh right, that's it. He's finally got in there.
Alright, how long do we have to wait for this?
Well, max 45 seconds.
Oh, Carl, what's that Mercedes running on tracks? Oh, it's an hour.
Well, there's still Kyle's car just stopped on track with a wheel missing. There we go. So that will be the end of qualifying, and we'll get the final standings in a second. Eventually. There we go. So,
I get it.
Yeah.
He has a Brazilian helmet.
Ah,
that's why he changed his
there you
flag
go.
to Brazilian as well.
So, there you go. Fabio edging out Jaden on the front row of the grid. You got Kyle sticking himself in there in third place, just in front of the two McLarens of Matt and Brett. That's your top 5. I'll leave you guys just to read the rest.
10th.
Got a few S safety ratings in there. Rate that from Liam and Nick in there. Well done.
Damn it, I have no water.
Alright, so turn 1 here. I don't like turn 1 here in the start of the race. So many cars going in. It's I think going through that first NRS, you almost always have some contact and someone spinning from just the nature of it.
In F1 in Britain, it was raining and no one crashed. So
Yeah,
Might
that's
keep
pretty
it clean.
impressive.
Yeah.
Although I guess with
I,
rain, everyone's probably extra careful.
yeah, I was waiting for someone to crash. That was my plan, but no one did.
Yeah, that's normally how I have to rely on other people crashing.
I'm good
Oh,
in rain. I just tried using my
oh, there is a
tricep.
formation lap. I thought there wasn't going to be a formation lap for a second, but there is.
A Brazilian helmet up front. Oh. Wait, hang on, I don't know what setup assist these guys use. Not a lot.
I believe it's whatever they want, but you have to confirm that for me. I'll run you down the grid anyway quickly. So we've got Fabio leading us off, Jaden, Kyle. Oh, I've got some contact in the midfield there by the looks of it. Then you got Matt, Brett, Daniel, Nick, Liam, Ken, Diego, Mike. Alex is in the session, isn't he? I think he was. He just got disqualified.
Yeah.
He just got disqualified early on, so I didn't actually see him set a lap. Wait, I'm not sure he did set a lap, did he? And then you've got Bojan, of course,
How'd you say his name?
Bojan, I believe. Bojan. I'm gonna go with Bojan. If I'm wrong, correct me. Bojan. Mainly, I based that off the Stoke footballer. It's spelt the same as the Stoke footballer.
Yeah. Yeah, they use brake assist, no. ABS, yes. Touch control, medium, ERS mode, manual, and gears manual.
Yeah, that is true actually. So, I guess assists probably help their lap time a little bit around here.
Yeah, a
which
lot of
might
the
be why,
tracks,
but still an impressive speed really from them.
yeah, a lot of the tracks at the start of the season, this kind of the traction control helps. Bahrain's a very slidey track. Brazil's quite slidey.
Yeah, Brazil's very slidey, I think. Yeah.
So I think I found a good setup now, but
I find it quite challenging on the mediums.
yeah, they felt horrible.
Right, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait, and we're gonna see if we're gonna get. There we go. We get the 5 red lights. Are they going to get held after they disappear? Yes, they are. Yeah. And away we go, finally. Oh, it looks like Jaden's got a great start up the inside. Oh, some front wing went flying in the background there. And Matt has got a flyer, stuck it right down the inside, and Brett's stuck in there as well. Absolute mayhem. I can't really confirm exactly what happened there.
Right, hang on. So
I think the two McLarens kind of sandwiched Kyle, wasn't it, there? One either side.
No, I think Matt dived Kyle. Kyle spun.
Brett's gone for a move there at the inside of Nick into 3rd place. So Brett's ended up gaining big time out of this. He's had a good start.
He hasn't got swing as well.
I don't think he did, but yeah, there was obviously that incident between, well, I think the ones who came out worse were Matt and Kyle involved in it, and Brett was in there as well. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think the camera angle changed, but
Kyle lost a bit of right wing.
Yeah, I think I saw some Ferrari front wing go flying at the back. I think it was red, so I think it must be Ken, who must have just got into the back of someone off the start or something. But so let's put on and let's see anyone who's changed positions then. So yeah, oh, look at that. So Liam has actually shot up 4 places there into P4. I almost missed that. So he's right on the back of Brett now. But Jaden's had a great start, and Jaden flew off the line, got at the inside, and he's off already, about 2 seconds off into the distance in front of Fabio. And Brett is going to try and hunt him down, but he's going to have to defend from Liam, who's in his slipstream here. So looking for that last podium position. Obviously, still a long way to go, though. But yeah, Liam, and you've also got Alex there at 4 places, so they're the biggest gainers so far. And yeah, so Kyle, Matt, and Ken all in the pits, so they obviously all lost some front wing on that first lap. That incident between Kyle and Matt will be interesting to see again. I'm not sure exactly what happened. As I say, I think they just tried to go 3 wide with both the McLarens and the Renault, and at the end of the day there wasn't the space. But Brett's probably not complaining. Brett's off.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Cam, he was quite far back on the grid, didn't he? He started far. Must have got caught up in the front end of it.
Yeah, I just saw some go flying. He must have just. I reckon he must have just got a really good start and just clipped someone.
Liam's on the back of Brett. No DRS. Not really catching him.
Yeah, so I do think it's a relatively tricky track to actually overtake at around here.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it is pretty
Kinda
low
need
speed,
it.
but yeah, you need a good exit, I think, off of turn 3 there, and then you can maybe challenge them down here, although it's a relatively short straight. So really, I think you just need a strong exit off the penultimate corner, and then down the home straight. That's probably your only bet of an overtake around here, really. You
I
can,
think you
yeah,
kind
you
of
can
need to
sometimes,
sell.
yeah, you can sometimes sneak an overtake around some of these tight corners, but a bit risky.
I think Brett's running a high-speed setup, and he's caught on to the back of Fabio now, kind of dragging. Oh, Liam spun.
Oh,
Lost.
oh, I missed
Liam
that.
spun on the exit.
Bit.
He comes back up.
It is. I do find most of this middle sector here is so easy to do that if you just get a little bit too much throttle, a bit too early.
Big Mike's got a penalty. No penalties so far other than Big Mike. I don't
Yeah,
think.
Big Mike up to P8 though. He'll be happy with that, I'm sure. So you predicted in P10, so it's looking pretty close at the moment. He might meet that. But yeah, so Brett. Oh, I wonder if Fabio had some damage, because he did look like he was struggling on that first stint then, as Brett sets the fastest lap of the race. So he's on a mission here. We know, as I mentioned, he's extra determined to win this weekend. So he's really going for it there. But Jaden's had such a good start, perfect for him. He's over 3 seconds clear at the front now. A lot of people in for their pit stop though, by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think Fabio has a drive-through. Liam has a stop go, and Matt has a stop go.
I wonder what that was all for. So obviously there's probably a bit of stuff going on that we missed there in the first corner, I'm guessing. But
Who spun? No one. Big Mike comes out the pits now. Early pit stop. Don't know what tyre he started on. Might have been his own choice.
I think he was on the soft, wasn't he?
Can't remember.
So I don't know why you'd have come in already. Yeah, I can't remember either. But
Fabio done his drive-through now, I think.
interesting. So I wonder why Fabio got a drive-through. Maybe he made contact through that first. Or did he false start?
It
Maybe.
says.
Did he jump the start?
I'm not sure.
He didn't get a great
I can tell
start, so I didn't. Yeah, have a look. That's a good idea. Check the race director.
He corner cutted and gained 3 places. Didn't see
Fabio?
that, but
Oh,
yeah.
that's interesting because Fabio was on pole.
Lost 3 places probably.
Yes, he was on pole, so I don't know how he could have corner cut and gained 3 places.
No, oh yeah, I think so. You know how Matt went for a move.
Right.
Brett followed him through, and then the
He
3 wide
probably
pushed him
avoided
out.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it gave him a free.
So
That's unlucky.
that is a shame because that is unlucky because that's probably the kind of penalty that the game hasn't taken into account for the incident that he was avoiding. He probably wouldn't have got a penalty for that if it was real life as such, and we got to choose. But yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for him. But he's still in with a chance of some good points here.
Matt's just retired.
He has. So that's surprising, Matt. Oh, it's round the outside there, so probably just a little bit too eager on the. Let's see if we can catch it with Jaden through here. Yeah, so probably just carried a little bit too much speed through this corner here and got up on the outside, and then from there probably cannoned into the inside wall. So there's the debris you can see. Yeah, you just get a little bit too much on the outside. There's some AstroTurf and it can just kick you into the wall. I guess.
Well, this track is horrible to get on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I find with this track as well, I think more than most, the kind of the elevation changes. It feels really like hilly and bumpy. The track kind of tilts this way and that the whole time.
Off balance kind of quite a lot.
Yeah. But Jaden's just on an absolute mission at the moment. But Brett trying to cling with him, but is dropping back slowly. But he'll be happy with that P2 at the moment. Nick making a little bit of headway on him perhaps in that P3 spot, but not majorly at the moment. And actually Daniel, I think, maybe gaining a bit on him as well. So everyone's starting to space out.
I think Leo gained 4 places.
Yeah, that's not
right.
Ooh, so I'm just riding on board with Bojan at the moment. So just missed the J. Bojan. Bojan? It is Bojan. Bojan. I don't know.
That's Gibson, isn't it?
Yeah. He's in DRS range of Kyle anyway, who, as we've mentioned, was involved in that first corner incident, went very deep into turn 1 there, and that's going to really compromise your run through 2 and 3. So yeah, dropped out. Well, yeah, he will have it now, but he's actually dropped out of DRS range, so that's quite costly. But I'm sure. Oh, he's locking up quite a bit. I don't know if that's might just be that glitch that you get sometimes when you're spectating, where they lock up. They lock up at every time they break, but it does look like he actually is, isn't it?
Carl's one of the biggest losers at the start of the race. 5 positions lost.
Yeah, that is. He'll be frustrated, I'm sure, but it'll be interesting to see if we're going to have any kind of complaints or anything from the drivers. As I say, I'm not entirely sure what happened the first corner. It didn't look like anyone was really. Yeah, what did you see? I don't know. From what I saw, it didn't look like anyone.
I was on board with Matt.
Yeah.
No, I was on board with.
Yeah, Matt
Carl,
stuck it up.
Oh
right, yeah, Matt stuck it up the inside. I saw into turn 1. Quite. It looked. I mean, it looked alright from what I saw, but so there's Bojan. So virtual set. Will anyone take advantage? Oh, that's a nasty place on the track as well. Just coming around the final corner there.
I suppose that's not a proper safety car.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it should be, but this game is. Oh, Jaden's speeding under safety car, so that's the drive-through penalty for the leader.
Brett, this might be a win for Brett.
So Brett said he was going to win. He's got a chance here, but Jaden has already built up a 6-second gap. So if Jaden starts really pushing, you never know. But no one taking advantage. It's a bit too early to be coming in and fitting the mediums at the moment. But
you want to kind of stretch them out until like lap 12, lap 30.
Yeah, but yeah, might have been worth a gamble maybe for someone, but. Nah, if it was a full score safety car, I reckon we would have seen everyone come in. But
Big Mike, overdoing my expectations at night.
Yeah, he's managed to keep it relatively quiet so far after his incident in qualifying. Oh, sector 1.
Wait.
Not sure who that
Alex
is.
went in the wall.
Oh yeah, so Alex. Oh yeah, so Fabio's got past Alex there. You say Alex went in the wall?
Yeah, in the centre after must have lost it. I went on board with him when he did it. He's obviously got some front wing damage there. He's run very wide. I'm guessing he's got some front wing damage anyway. But it seems to be catching Jaden now.
Yeah, he does.
Only 2 seconds. Come on.
Yeah.
Brett.
So what's happened there? That's 4 seconds swing that way.
Does he?
I wonder. Does Jaden?
Or is it just the tyres are gone?
Maybe Jaden's just taken too much out of his tyres early on, and Brett has been playing the long game. Maybe Jaden just distracted by that drive-through penalty that he's been given.
My name is Jeff is retired.
And I'm guessing Brett is going to know about that.
Oh, Big Mike and my name is Jeff.
There we go. So let's have a look. I'll ride on board with Jay and we'll see. Oh, so I think Jaden was paused.
Really?
I think he was paused, and that might be why.
Say on his AI, though.
Oh, you're right. But I just
must have got on the crowd together.
Yeah, maybe went for an overtake, and it's a tricky place to go for an overtake there. Going
Big
2 cars wide. Well,
so.
I think he was paused just because as I jumped on board with him, it kind of the wheel kind of wiggled, and it looked like he took back control, but I don't know why you'd have paused it. Maybe he was. I don't know. Maybe it was something related to the penalty. But he's going to have to come in and serve that in the next lap or 2, isn't he? So Brett will assume or take the lead of the race, and we'll have a healthy lead. Yeah, well, there's a long way to go yet, so I wouldn't jinx it. But
Jaden's going to
it would mean a lot to him if he could get the win. I know that. So yeah, there we go. So Jaden in for his drive-through. It is so tricky to keep under the delta, I find, when the virtual safety car's out. It's horrible. But so Brett takes the lead of the race, and he's going to have
Wait, what's his name again?
Daniel. Yeah.
Daniel.
So So Daniel
falls in
and
Diego holds
Diego
Daniel up.
both into the pits, and oh, actually, has Jaden?
Seems like Daniel's put on another set of supers, or did he not? I can't remember. Did he start on it?
I think he did. He didn't. He didn't start on the mediums, so he must be going for the two-stop. So interesting.
Diego did that as well. Wait, did Jaden did
So
that
they're
as well?
going to go for the undercut on Brett here. So is Brett going to respond this lap, or is he going to push it one more? He did have about a 3.5-second lead, I believe, over those two, over Daniel, before they came in. So Diego, yeah, they've both come onto the supers. Interesting. So they're going for the two-stop. They must be.
I don't think he comes in this lap because mediums already feel bad enough.
Yeah. Yeah, there he goes. He stays out.
Brett does need to start saving that ERS there.
Yeah, he was obviously... I think he obviously saw Jaden was weak when he started reeling him in and saw his opportunity, so probably burnt up a lot of that ERS.
Jaden coming in again.
Yeah, so
Is
Jaden
that
did his
Silver's
drive
thing?
through, and now he'll do his pit stop, I'm guessing. So it's been so costly for him. You gotta... I do feel for him a bit, but then again, at the same... If he was speeding under safety car, then yeah, those are the rules. But I don't know if there was a glitch involved or not. Yeah, no, that happened on mine as well. It's stupid. And
the last race there was like a mixture between softs and supers.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, isn't it? But so Daniel goes through. So obviously the leading two we've got here, we've got Brett and Fabio. Brett 10-second lead, both of them going for the one stop because they're the only ones that have stuck out so far. And Kyle as well on the soft tyre and down in 6th. He looks like he's going for the one stop, but well, Jaden is on the medium speed, so he will be, but he has kind of been taken out of the equation now. Unless he can find some serious pace in the second half of the race, which I wouldn't put it past him. But yeah, he's had a bit of a nightmare with that drive through.
Fabio's only 4 times off the car so far, so
Fabio is going for it. Yeah, he is catching almost a second in that last lap.
He has got a lot of more ERS.
Yeah, so Brett having to conserve a little bit now, and that's going to allow Fabio to catch up to him a bit. So still such a long way to go in this race. You wouldn't put it past Fabio catching him as well. So
Daniel sets the fast that 110.
Yeah, I saw that. So that is the undercut that he's going to be getting on Brett at the moment. So even though he will have to pit one more time, he may well come out in front of Brett once Brett comes in to make his stop, which obviously you want clean air when you come back out, but it's not gonna happen for him.
Brett's been consistent this race. I haven't got any penalties yet, but I think so is Fabio.
Yeah, so Fabio obviously. So what happened to Fabio? Fabio, he got the penalty, didn't he? He got given a drive through for corner cutting, avoiding that incident at the start. So he's actually lost a bit of time through that last sector. Only into the pits he comes. So there we go. He's called it time. Brett's just been going. Oh, what's happened with Brett? What happened there with Brett's?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. It must have just been on my screen. I thought he'd had another pit lane glitch on my screen. He just pulled in. And it looked like there was someone already in the box, and he was just waiting. He was waiting to get into the box, but then he pulled out. So he has had a pit stop. It was just how it looked. Oh, and there we go. So he comes out, and he has lost out to Nick in the Ghost Recon in the Mercedes, but he's got out just in front of Daniel Budwell in the Haas. So he's resumed in P2, but obviously Daniel on those softer tyres. Is Brett going to fight that too hard? I don't know, because they're on different strategies now, and Brett doesn't want to cost himself too much time. Fabio. Oh, so he has. So Jaden and Fabio are going to resume their battle from that they had in qualifying as well. They were so closely matched, so I think that might be the story of this race now. It might well be Fabio and Jaden trying to hunt down Brett for the win. So here we go. Daniel Budwell pulls out. Oh, to the left. He was squeezed. Well, actually, I don't think he was squeezed. I don't think the gap was ever there. He thought about trying to squeeze it down the inside, very close to the wall. He might have been able to do it. It looked risky though. Oh, that was quite a scary moment there, but he backed out of it. And Brett is fighting this at the moment. Now, Brett doesn't want to lose too much time defending this, I think, because you've got Jaden and Fabio who are on a bit of a charge down in 5th and 6th, and if Brett wants the race win, then he's got to be, yeah, he can't afford to lose too much time to them defending against Daniel here, because Daniel will have to stop again.
Yeah, I think as soon as Brett will get those tyres warmed up, they'll start pulling.
Yeah, it's a good point. Good point. The mediums are horrible to warm up.
Yeah, they take a while.
Yeah, they'll take him a lap or two, so he's probably gonna. Looks like actually he might have already got a bit of a better gap than he did last lap, so they may well be coming into play now.
I've noticed that Brett's straight line speed has been a lot quicker than everyone else's.
Yeah, although he is struggling for ERS at the moment. He's almost totally out of ERS.
I don't know if that's lying to us, because he still looks like he's keeping a fair that well, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's running hot lap though at the moment, so that's interesting. If he's running hot lap and he's got none left, yeah, you may be right, although it is going up and down still, so... Oh, he's just got a per time penalty, so that could prove costly towards the end. Oh, and Diego is in a bit of... Oh, he's lagging all over the place there, I saw.
They're inside each other.
I think, did he pause it there? He must have, because, yeah, they ghosted through each other there. He was lagging horribly all over the place there, and Jaden's got to be careful getting past him. So, this race isn't over yet for Jaden and Fabio, actually. They can still get the race win here, because they've shown such good pace. And as we see Jaden's tyres switching from super soft to medium as he goes along.
Stupid. Good.
Oh dear. But oh, so let's have a look. Can Daniel get Daniel really close to the back of him this time? He's going down the inside. Yeah, and he's going to have this one done with DRS. He's going to have it done before turn 1.
Yeah,
nice and easy. Yeah, that's
Brett
right.
Dummied him sort of, right?
Yeah, Brett's got the better run actually through 2 and 3.
And DRS.
And he's gonna come back at him with DRS.
I'd just follow him if I was Brett, but
yeah, I think you've kind of got to, because you've held him up a bit now. He's still got to make another stop. Yes, he's going to be quicker on that last stint, but I'd feel, if I was in Brett's position, I'd feel confident that he's going to be far enough away that you'll be able to hold him off come the end of the race.
Diego passed.
Yeah, so Jaden has got past Diego, although Diego's teammate now, Fabio, is going to have to try and make a move as well. So Jaden only just over 4 seconds down on Brett now. So we're only about halfway through this race, so there's plenty of time yet for Jaden to catch Brett.
Jaden's tyres are a lot older though, so that might affect him last week.
That's a really good point. So towards the end of the race, Jaden may well start struggling, because he did pit very early for those mediums, or quite early. They should last, but yeah, as you point out, they're going to be a bit tattered to come the end of the race.
Fabio's trying to
and Diego, I think, might have just let him through there. I think Diego might have just slammed on the brakes and let him through, but it looked a bit dramatic. So there we go. Those two are going to keep trying to hunt down Brett. Now, if Brett can keep in perhaps DRS range of Daniel here, then it might just pull him along a little bit. Well, actually, Jaden's dropped back a little bit since I last looked at. It was about 4 seconds before. It's now about 4.5. So perhaps Brett just saving up a bit of ERS for a lap or two.
Yeah, it does look like he has got a bit more.
Yeah, he's charged it up a little bit there. But
sometimes I keep too much ERS. I have 100 half a race.
Oh yeah, I'm the same. I'm so cautious of making sure I've always got some, so that if I get in a battle, I can use it. That I never end up using it, so I never end up going that fast.
I'm always cautious about that, and then just forget about the fuel.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I know we just leave my fuel in rich by accident.
Yeah, there is a lot. There is a lot to think about. You don't really realise it when you, if you're just watching casually. But
Max Harris went down very quick. He's already back to
yeah,
that.
it does. It's weird, isn't it? But he's running hot lap a lot. He's still in mode 5 there, which is hot lap. So
You should be saving through the corners and
yeah,
down the
it's
straight
interesting.
even.
He's running hot lap almost a whole lap, and then running low or none a whole lap, rather than kind of as you say, running low through the corners and then maxing out down the straights. But I might be wrong there, but it might be reading wrong. But he is still running hot lap, so I'm wondering if he is just trying to stick with Daniel here, but perhaps I don't know. It'll be interesting to know. I don't know if he's just got carried away with this battle with Daniel, or whether he's just determined not to let Jaden catch him.
Yeah, I think if Brett wins this race, we'll have 3 different race winners for every race. I'm not sure.
No, probably. That's a. Brett loves a stat. He'd like that.
Bring the championship. Hang on.
Oh, so there we are. There's a 3-second penalty for Jaden there. So that evens them out. They're both on 3 seconds now. Oh, very wide. Yeah. That's it. See, look, now Brett is running none. So he is. It looks like he's running hot lap ERS for a lap and then none for a lap.
Not the best way, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's one way. I mean, if he comes out with the win, then it works.
But you might just want to focus on the lap and then
yeah.
keep it
I can totally understand that, especially on a track like this. It's so kind of fiddly and twisty that it can be really hard to switch between ERS modes between corners, because the corners come so quickly after another. I mean, even the straight is on a bend, so you don't even really have much of a chance there. So actually, I can kind of understand why you'd switch it around like that. But yeah, Jaden under 3 seconds now. Ooh. Wait to see what
the championship standard, because we are in.
Yeah, but it's only based off of it only started the last race, the last round. So the online championship would only have the stuff from last race and not the first round. Don't read the chat if, by the way, if you don't want any of end game spoilers, don't read the chat.
I've already watched it.
Yeah. That's more for anyone listening.
I can spoil it for you guys right now.
Don't. The thousands of listeners will be fuming.
The 5,000 years. I'm dies.
There you go. I have no responsibility for that.
I'm still depressed.
So, well, Field's split out a little bit here. Yeah, it was Cam.
Obviously, it's Cam.
Oh,
literally, when me and Cam came out of the cinema, we were like, this just isn't depressing. Also, Black Widow dies. How could you kill Black Widow, brother? Oh no, I got to tell Aaron. Aaron hasn't watched it yet. I'm gonna have to tell Aaron not to watch it too. Damn, why did I say that?
We have to post a disclaimer in the Discord chat.
He knows Iron Man dies. He doesn't know Black Widow dies.
Yeah, I saw the spoilers within about 2 hours of it actually having been out.
Yeah.
It was mad.
I saw this thing. It was like Doctor Strange. Watched it like 10,000 times and it's like.
Well, we digress, I guess. Yeah, Fabio is caught up a little bit to the back of Jaden here, who Jaden has caught up to the back of Brett. So Jaden under 2 seconds, and Fabio about 1.5 seconds back from that. We saw Dan came in for his second stop, and he's come out in 6th place on a soft tyre, going to the end. So he's going to be in decent shape to put some pressure on, perhaps. But his real battle at the moment is with Dan. Not with Daniel. Wait, did I say? I meant Nick. Dan's just come in. Daniel's just come in. I'm getting the two mixed up, and I think Nick has just gone through. Yeah, he has. So
Wait,
I
Ken
Ken.
got 21 laps on those mediums already.
Yeah. So I'm guessing Ken probably hoping for a safety car. I'd guess he's just going to take those mediums as far as he can. Yeah, that'd be a huge stint, but I think there's still too far to go for that. But yeah, he's just going to go as long as he can and hope for a safety car, I guess.
This battle for first seems to be summing up.
Yeah, so here we go. So it's all going to bunch up. So it's going to be about a three-way battle for that lead. But then you've also got Nick here, who's about 12 seconds down, but on fresh softs. So he's going to have to gain about a second a lap to try and get involved in this lead group, which would be interesting if he could. And then you've got Ken splitting him and Daniel Budwell, who's also running that two-stop strategy, and Diego as well, though, in P7 also doing the two-stop. So yeah, those two-stoppers, I think it's probably going to be a bit too much for them to do. I think you need a little bit more just raw pace to make the two-stop work, really, because as I say, you need about a second a lap on this undercut. And I mean, I'd be happy to be proved wrong, but I'm not convinced that's going to prove easy. But
it needs to be so much quicker to make that work.
Yeah, the on this game, the one stop is pretty overpowered, really.
Sector 2 has crashed. Don't know you.
Oh, and Jaden just sticking the nose in on Brett here. So Jaden all over the back of Brett Keenan's car. And Fabio catching up as well now. So even with the drive-through for Jaden and Fabio, they've managed to catch back up to the leader. And they've got.
If Brett doesn't win this, he'll be angry with himself.
Yeah, I think so. But the pace that Jaden and Fabio have showed around here has been pretty immense. And Jaden goes up the inside. Oh, where have we gone there? Oh, he's got it done. It looks like he actually swept around the outside there. I'm not sure what happened there. My camera angle messed up, but
his tyres are older, so I want to know how they're last.
Yeah, they're 2 laps older. It says so. Come those last 2 laps of the race, they might just fall off a cliff, and Brett might be able to nick him. But Brett's going to have to look.
Start taking that ERS.
Yeah,
even though Jaden don't have too much either.
It is. Yeah, they're all running pretty low on ERS, so they've been pushing pretty hard.
Brett's the only one still in a high mode.
Yeah, but I'm sure. I think Brett would be happy with the podium. I think that would be a great result for him. I think he'd still be really happy with the podium.
Oh, Carl and Ken go side by side.
Ooh, just joined that a little bit late there, but Ken sweeping around the outside from what I saw there.
Yeah.
So Kyle obviously, Kyle had such a good qualifying. He's just been had that incident like turn 1, and that's ruined his race really. But he's getting a bit of a battle in here with Ken, who's on fresh tyres, and Ken showing what pace he has. But I don't really know. He had a weird qualifying. I don't know what happened to him there really, but
he just ran out of fuel. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Kyle,
yeah, that was it. Oh yeah, Kyle just went straight on there, didn't he? I saw that. So
we're not playing dirt.
Brett actually keeping within that DRS range of Jaden. So if he can just stick with him and wait for Jaden's tyres just to die a bit, he may well have a chance of nicking it. But he's got to watch for Fabio as well. Fabio staying about a second and a half back at the moment, so I wonder if he's struggling in the dirty air.
I think he's saving it quite a lot.
Yeah, he could just be saving up and waiting for his chance to go for an attack.
Maybe that Brazilian helmet did help.
Ah, there you go. That's definitely it.
Yeah, hang on, I want to know who has penalties. Because Brett might still be in this just from penalties.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, have a look.
Jaden has 1 penalty. Brett has 1, I think. Yeah, 1. And Fabio has 1 at the start where he got that drive and hasn't had 1 since. Fabio looks the best so far. If he stays from...
Yeah, I think if Fabio can stick with...
If he stays in this position, I think he gets first.
Ah, I see.
He's far behind. And he's saving his
Interesting.
tyres anyway, so...
So does he have any warnings or not? Is he?
He has one warning after that first drive through.
That's pretty impressive.
Especially whilst he was battling Jaden. I swear he was battling Jaden for a bit.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, well, were they? Yeah, they were definitely close on track. But there we are. So they kind of split us. So Brett's fallen out of DRS range now on Jaden. So is that going to allow Fabio to have a go at Brett?
I think Fabio needs to start catching, because I think Jaden might bring out that gap for him to actually be able to win through penalties.
Yeah. So Fabio probably wants to get that move done as soon as he can, really, if he wants to try and keep in touch with Jaden.
I don't know, Jaden, it might be just really quick, but if he's pushing that hard on those tyres, maybe they just aren't dying.
Yeah, we've got to wait for that as well, so whilst those tyres...
Sector 3.
Oh, Diego.
Looks like...
Oh no, Diego's into the pits, but... Ken's setting fastest lap after fastest lap at the moment, so Ken's on a mission.
He's pitted as well.
Yeah, although he's... Ken's 17 seconds off next place, so I don't think he's going to get anywhere else, but he's got a few fastest laps there to take away, and a P6.
Probably hoping for a safety car or crash.
Yeah, I just wish they brought out safety cars on this game. You never get them. But you've got
like a pile up and it wouldn't even be a safety car.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I think it literally has to be like a block track at Monaco. Yeah, well there we go. So so Fabio now half a second back on Brett. Oh, and Brett's put up another 3 seconds. That could prove really costly.
P1 completely. Fabio also looking for a move. Goes wide.
Ooh, yeah, ran it pretty wide there. I'm riding on board with Fabio, so he's had a good view of the back of this McLaren for a while now, but looks like he's starting to shape up a move.
Ghost recon. Imagine he gets that position. Imagine he is catching quite a lot.
Don't know. Is he? Maybe.
Yeah.
He might have an insert. I think he. I thought he was about 12 seconds down when he came out, but he might have had a spin, or I don't know, not a spin, but
I'm pretty sure he lost it in my corner.
Oh right. You never know if these guys are battling too hard and all push their mediums that bit too much, then perhaps running that 2-stop's going to pay off. And Fabio went very wide, locking up big time there. That's not going to help the tyre wear.
Jane just seems to be running away.
Yeah.
As Alex comes up their pits. Well, blue flags.
Obviously. Fabio running in this, obviously the hot, dirty air here. Oh, and as I say that, dirty, you can see the back end kind of kick out. That's definitely the dirty air playing a bit of a role. But
Alex got not going to help for holding up Jaden.
Oh dear.
He's in his AI, I don't know what he's doing. His AI just holding up over him. Is he still in? No, he's not.
Alex, maybe he's trying to help out Brett, you never know. But that hot air, the dirty air is going to be... Oh, so his car didn't ghost.
Alex,
it's not ghosting.
Holding up. Yeah,
it's held up. Oh, it's held up Fabio big time here. It's held up Fabio majorly.
That might be a penalty for Alex.
So I'm confused what was going on there. Was that... So that was the AI, so was he just paused?
Yeah, he was paused and he keeps unpausing when they hit him. Don't know if he expects the AI to move out of the way, but...
Oh, did he unpause it? Is that why? I don't know whether maybe is ghosting just off, so even when you pause it, the car just doesn't ghost. So, well, that has cost Brett a lot of time, but it's also cost Fabio a lot of time. So, interesting one. And well, actually, yeah, well, Nick has gained big time out of that. Really. He's gained about a second and a bit. So, you never know. Hope still there for him. 5 laps to go.
as we look at it, it'd probably be Jaden, Fabio, and Brett.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Well, it seems to keep switching. It only takes a penalty one way or the other to switch that order around. But it does look as if, barring any big incidents, that's going to be the top three.
I really want to know if Jaden's things are going to last.
Yeah, they're lasting all right at the moment, aren't they? But it is going to be, as you say, because he pitted, I think it was 2 laps early. Yeah, 2 laps early. So it's going to be those last 2 laps where those tyres, if they're going to really give up on him, that's when they're going to do it.
Fabio's low on fuel. The money's got that back up.
So is it? Oh, yeah. So he's obviously hovering around that limit. I just saw the yellow fuel light come on for him.
That might be kind of hard to keep track of all that whilst trying to catch some of the
Yeah, it is hard to keep track of it, but they're all low on the ERS, really. They're all trying to push it pretty hard. But yeah, Fabio caught back up to the back of Brett now.
Are we still doing driver of the day? Is that a thing still?
Yeah, it's
sure.
probably still a thing. Oh, is it? Vote on the app thing?
I'm not sure. I think that's something like that.
Oh, I think Brett's let him go.
Are they?
Yeah. Just saw him there. I think he just let him go, unless he just made a mistake there. It looked to me like he just let him go. He must have made a mistake. I don't see why I'd have let him go at this stage. Unless maybe he thought, actually, maybe it's a tactical move from Brett. That might not be a bad move, because if Brett knows that he has the penalties and he's going to finish behind Fabio on penalties anyway, if he lets Fabio go, if Fabio can catch Jaden and they start battling, it might allow Brett a chance to sneak through. But it's a bit of a long shot. But I suppose if he knew he was going to finish behind him anyway, then might as well, I guess.
And if he can pressure Fabio still, he might get a pen. Might push him to get a pen.
Yeah, exactly. So he is pushing. You can see that he's really pushed the car up to the limits there. Slid off the track a little bit, but
somehow Alex, even though being lapped, has gained 3 positions. Great drive.
Huge.
Ken,
well, and actually, I'll point out your prediction was right. Big Mike is in 10th place.
I knew, he floats around that area all the time.
I mean, he won't actually get a point for it because he DNF'd, but he is in 10th place still. So, and I've also noticed Daniel Budweiser was closed up to the back of Nick here, so that's going to be a battle for 4th place, which is going to develop in these last few laps as well. He's almost in DRS range. He did stop a lap later, so he's got a lap fresher tyres, which perhaps an indication there of, well, that's the soft tyre, but still, of how they
most
might.
Consistent driver of the race. I can't remember his name. The bubble rock guy.
Daniel.
He's got no penalties, and Ghost has got one. So,
oh no.
he might be robbed of P4. Ken
Robbed.
done very well.
Yeah,
considering
Ken's put together a really solid race, very quiet. He's in the world of his own at the moment, 12 seconds off 5th and almost 10 seconds ahead of 7th. But he's put together a very solid race. It looks like they've all just kind of spaced out a bit now on that front group.
Yeah, P5 and P4's battle still.
Yeah, so it looks like that's going to be the battle in the last few laps.
Daniel just stays behind him because he knows there's a plan.
Oh, right, yeah.
Well, if he does know he has a plan. Doesn't seem like Brett's plan seemed to work, and it doesn't seem like Jaden's tyres are going to lose.
Well, Fabio has gained big time on Jaden. He's gained about a second over the past lap or two, but yeah, it hasn't quite worked out as Brett would have hoped, I guess, if that was his plan. It's a good idea if it was, because he would have been finished 3rd anyway, so either way it didn't really make much of a difference to him. But I'm sure he'll be happy with 3rd place if that is where he ends up finishing. But yeah, Dan.
If it was a P1, but
yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, he's put in a really strong performance. But the pace of those top two has been immense this weekend, really, hasn't it? But
Fabio, I don't know. I didn't really notice him in the past two races, but this race he has been matching Jim.
well, here we go. So this is probably going to be Daniel's best bet of an overtake here. Is he going to have DRS? He's around that second mark. I think he's just outside it, so I don't think he's going to have DRS. So I think that's going to enable Nick to hold on to that fourth place going on to the last lap.
Nick's gonna have to get a 3-second lead if he wants to keep that position as well.
Yeah. So no big stress for Daniel because he will take it on penalties unless he picks one up on this last lap. And he gained big time through that turn for that centre S as well. And Ken sets another fastest lap for him. Personal pride, I think that. Oh yeah, so Daniel right up the back of him now. Uh oh.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I hate AI cars that don't ghost.
Yeah, they are horrible.
Might be the scariest thing possible.
So I think Brett looks like he's backed right off now, just bringing it home safely for a podium. So he's got to be careful not to
need that because Matthew.
Yeah, true. Matthew DNFing has cost the team a bit there, but good points for the team. But Jaden Shack is going to come across the line in first, but we believe, yeah, there we go. So Fabio comes across the line second, but does take the win here in Brazil. And Brett will come across the line and take third place. So, as I say, he'll be happy with that performance. But Fabio takes the win. Solid race to avoid the penalties, and that's what gets him the win at the end of the day. But those top two showed great pace, both having a drive-through and still coming back in out in 1 and 2. Just shows how quick they were this weekend, really. And there we go. So, yeah, Daniel does take P4. Ahead of Nick in P5, and Ken comes across P6, only 7 seconds down in the end. So after that race that he had, yeah, that's a really strong performance. And Alex's AI car just crashes into the back of it. The AI car has been absolute mayhem today. But we'll see if we can.
Alex just realised he wasn't in the fight, so he just kind of paused his car and let it run around.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. It was a little bit. Crazy, wasn't it? What have we got here?
What am I seeing? Muscling his way through.
Oh, well, I'm struggling. I'm trying to get them in for a chat at the moment, but.
Oh, you should have seen an interview last time.
What were they that good? Oh, there we go. We've got.
They were terrible.
We've got Brett. We'll see if we can get the others in here as well. But I suppose we can start. We can start with P3. Brett. Oh, there we go. Brett, thank you very much for suggesting them. Brett, how P3? How does that feel? You're obviously leading for such a huge chunk of that race, but the other guys showed great pace, really, didn't they? In order to catch back up with you. But P3 is still a great race for you. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it was a pretty hectic start. Apologies to Matt for the contact that we had. He got hit by someone and then just kind of turned across me and I had nowhere to go. And luckily enough, not to get any damage from it. But yeah, the top two had super paced the whole day. We were just nowhere. We didn't really have the pace at all. We just consolidated and. Yeah, got balked a bit by AI that was supposedly not ghosting, but
yeah, we saw that.
We weren't going to win. I knew we weren't going to win based on penalties anyway. Not that I was overly worried about it, but at the end, yeah, I was just kind of consolidating and just want to say congratulations again to Fabio and Jaden. They drove superb despite a drive-through penalty. For both of them, so it's a great job by those guys, and they should thoroughly enjoy their podiums. And I just also like to dedicate this race win to the mascot, who is still missing, and hopefully we'll find her. So that one's for her.
Yeah, so great race, great P3. Really, got to be happy with that at the end of the day. But we've got Jaden in here now as well. So Jaden P2. How does that one feel? Obviously robbed by the penalty at the end has cost you the race win, but obviously great pace. Good battle between you and Fabio. How are you feeling? Are you happy with that P2, or are you gutted it wasn't that win?
For sure, I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, how did it all go to plan? Really? Was it pretty smooth throughout?
With the virtual safety car, I got a drive-through penalty.
Oh yeah, that was why. I couldn't remember why you got the penalty.
And later on the race, I just got a 2-sec penalty because corner cutting.
Well, unlucky. Good race, and hopefully you'll see yourself go one better next time. I don't think we've got Fabio in here, do we? Fabio? No, we don't have Fabio, but obviously race winner Fabio, yeah. Nicking that win right at the end there, but yeah. So I've been Guy Tasker. I've been joined by Brad in commentary. Thank you for joining us for the TNF3, and we've got TNF1 soon, I believe. So
40 minutes.
yeah, 40 minutes. So make sure you join us for that as well, where me and Brad will be racing. So well done to the guys on the podium and well everyone else today. And yeah, catch us next time.
That went a lot better than I thought it would.
We're not finished yet.
Absolutely.